Okay. Very good morning, children. Welcome to the online session of subject mathematics of 7th class. I hope so. You all are very fine and staying healthy in the present situation. So, in the previous class, we have started the properties of the integers. So, in the properties, we have completed two properties. So, what is the first one? So, the first one is a closure property, and the second one is commutative property. So, what is the closure property? So, closure property means if any two integers if we are taking, so the addition of two integers also should become the integer only, not any another number. So, the addition of two integers also should have a integer only. So, then that property will be satisfied for the integers under addition. So, we are talking about addition properties only. So, addition properties. So, next the second one is a commutative property. So, the second one is commutative property. Commutative property means suppose if you are taking any two integers, so that two integers, if you are adding, one number will be coming, one result will be coming. So, if you are interchanging also, if the result was same integer, so then the commutative property will also satisfies under addition. Okay, that means if we are taking any two integers, suppose a and b I am taking, so the result will be a plus b. Okay, if we are doing if we are doing the addition of two integers, if the result was c, then if you are interchanging the integers, if you are interchanging these two integers like b plus a, at the time also, if the result was the same result as the first step, then the commutative property also satisfies, like a plus b is equals to b plus a. So, these are the two properties we have discussed in the previous class, and I hope so you have done the homework. Okay, so if you are done means well and good, children. If not, so try again, children. Okay, you will be getting that homework. Okay, so next, so we are now we shall discuss one more property. Okay, what is another property we shall discuss? So we are discussing about the properties of integers. Properties of integers. Under addition only we are discussing. So the third property. What is the third property? Is associative property. Associative property. So before going to this property, first of all we have to know what is the meaning of associative. What is the meaning of associative? So here, what is the meaning of associative? So in general, if we want to talk, means the meaning of associative is to give or to exchange one thing with the another thing. To exchange one thing with the another thing. Okay, that is called associative. Associative means to have a good partnership among three members. Suppose three students are there, A, B and C are there. Suppose if a work was doing A and B both at a time, and C at a time he was doing. So at that time, whatever the result will be coming, so like this, so one result will be coming D. So A and B do one work at a time, and C will do that work at the time. So whatever the result will be coming for that work, so this is one phase. So what is another phase? A alone will do one work at a time, and B and C alone will do. B and C both at a time will do. So here A and B done both at a time, and here in the second phase B and C are doing the work at a time. So here also if the work was the same, here also if the work was same, so then that is called associative. That is called associative. Okay. So like this, whatever in general if we are taking means here associative means compulsory there will be 3 members. There will be 3 members. Okay. So compulsory 3 members should be there. Okay, like partners. Okay. So here now we shall go with the mathematical knowledge. So what is associative? So what is the associative property? So this property same like this. So if you understood this example, you will be understanding very easily. Suppose if there are 3 integers, okay, A, B and C. So I am adding these 3 integers. How? So first of all I am adding A plus B plus C. A plus B plus C. Okay. So 2 numbers I have taken. Okay. Instead of this one I will explain like this. Okay. So I am taking 2 numbers. As you are grown up children, I am taking some big examples. Okay. So 76 plus 82, 76 plus 82, 2 numbers I have taken, plus 107. 76 plus 82 plus 107. So I am adding these 3 numbers. So what is the result of these 3 numbers? So here brackets are there. So first of all we should solve this brackets. Okay. So 76 plus 82. What is 76 plus 82? 6 plus 2. Here plus 6 plus 2, 8. Next 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8 is how much? Okay. So that is 15. So 7 plus 8 is 15. So what is the result? 158. So this answer is 158. So till now we have solved only this brackets. So to remove this bracket we have to solve this one. So now I have removed brackets. So 158 plus 107. So now we have to add these 2 numbers. So 158 plus 107. We have to add these 2. Okay. 8 plus 7, 15. So 15 means 1 5. This is 1's place, 10's place. So 1's place number should write below the 1's place, and 10's place number you have to add to the 10's place digits. Okay. Now 5 0 1. So 5 plus 1, 6. Next 1 plus 1, 2. So what is the answer? 265. 265 is the final result for this A plus B plus C. So 76 plus 82 plus 107. So what is the result? 265. So like this we have got 265. So suppose if we are interchanging these brackets to these 2 numbers to the next 2 numbers. So what will happen? So now see, 76 plus brackets 82 plus 107. So now I am keeping the brackets for 82 plus 107. Now till now 76 plus 82. Now 82 plus 107. So we have, first of all we have to add these 2 numbers. So 107 plus 82. Better write the bigger number at the top, because for your easiness and for your convenience you have to write that one. Okay. So now add. So for the addition or subtraction you have to keep like that only. Okay. So now addition. 7 plus 2 is 9. 0 plus 8, 8. 1 only is there. So 189 is the answer here. So 76 plus, I have done the addition of this brackets. So 82 plus 107 is 189. 189. Now we have to add these two. 189 plus 76. So what is 189 plus 76? So here only I am writing. So plus 9 plus 6. So what is 9 plus 6? So you have to write down 9, 15. So 9 plus 6 is 15. So 15 means this is 1's place, 10's place. So 1's place digit you have to write at the 1's place. 10's place digit you have to carry over to tens place digits. Okay. Now 7 plus 1 8. 8 plus 8 16. 6 and 26. Here sorry 16 is it. So here 6 is a tens place, 1 is a hundreds place. So tens place digit you have to write at the tens place. Hundreds place digit you have to write carry over to the hundreds place. So 1 plus 1 2. 265. So what is the answer? 265. So both the answers are equal. So here 265, here 265. So both the answers are equal. So associative property is also satisfies under addition of integers. Okay, like this you have to identify. So what we can say finally? So finally, in generally, if we are taking if A, comma B and C are three integers, if A, B and C are any three integers, so here A plus B plus C is equals to A plus of B plus C. Okay, this is one of the statement of this associative property. Okay, I hope you are understanding this concept very easily. So here you will get it out. Sir, you have taken all the positive numbers only. So what will happen if you take the negative numbers in between? Okay, you will be getting out, because integers means not only positive numbers and 0, there will be negative numbers also. Okay, so what will happen? Does the number changes or not? You will be getting doubt. Okay, so to clear that out, I will be do one more problem. So see children. Okay, 55 plus of minus 23 brackets plus of minus okay 27. Okay, like this I have taken. So first of all, here there are three numbers. So 55 minus 23 minus 27. I have taken a positive number, that means a natural number I have taken, a whole number I have taken, negative number also I have taken, negative integer also I have taken. So here no problem for you. Okay, so first of all we have to solve this one. So first of all we have to take the main bracket. So what is the main bracket here? This is the main bracket. Here two numbers are there. So we have to solve this bracket. So for this 55 plus of minus 23 is there. So first of all we should remove this symbol. So this in between these two symbols there is a bracket. First of all we have to remove this symbol. Okay, this bracket. So for that what you have to do? 55 plus into minus. So what is plus into minus? You might be knowing. So plus into minus is minus only. Okay, so plus into minus is minus only. So 55 minus 23. This you keep in the main bracket. Now here plus of so here also you try to do. So plus into minus. So here also bracket is there. Minus 27 is there. Okay. So now first to do this sum. Okay, 55 minus 23. So 55 minus 23. So what is 55 minus 23? You try to do 5 minus 3 2. 5 minus 2 3. So what is the answer? 32. So this bracket solution is 32. Now 32 minus 27, because this number is 27 minus 27. Here plus is there. So plus into minus minus. So like that minus came. So 32 minus 27. What is 32 minus 27? So you people might be knowing very easily. 32 minus 27. 27. So take carry over. The things of 5. 5 is the answer. So 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 5 is the answer. So 32 minus 27 answer is 5. Okay. So directly you have to try to do. If not so you can check like that. Okay. There is no problem. So for our confirmation you have to we have to do like that. Okay, so 32 minus 27 is 5. Here for the first step the result is 5. So now take the next step also. So what is the next step? Change this main bracket. Change this main bracket to this two. Okay, now 55 plus of, now what is here? Minus 23 plus of, next here minus 27 minus 27. Okay, like this you have to do. So this answer also, if you get 5 means, then associative property will satisfy with the integers. So now see 55 as it is plus, here first try to remove this internal brackets, number bracket, integer brackets. So what are internal brackets? So minus 23 plus into minus, minus 27, minus 23 minus 27. So two are negatives only, two are having negative symbols only. So here you have to add these two numbers and you should keep the negative symbol. So both are negative integers only. So you should add these two numbers and keep the negative symbol for the result. So 23, 27. Add 23, 23, 27. Okay. So 23 plus 27. What is 23 plus 27? Okay. 7 plus 3. 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 2, 4, 5. 50. Okay. 50 is the answer. So here 55 plus of minus 23 minus 27. So minus. So what is the result? 50. So I am getting 50. Now solve this one. So 55. Now change, remove this bracket. So plus into minus, minus 50. Okay, 55 minus 50. What is the answer? 5. So here also result is same, 5 and 5. So here with this what we can say? So associative property will satisfy for the integers under addition. So under addition only, we are taking addition only. But for if the negative integers are came means, the symbol may changes. Okay. So but actually we are taking the addition only. Okay. A plus B plus C is equals to A plus of B plus C. Like that you have to identify. Okay. Don't think that A minus B plus C, like that is wrong. Okay. A plus B plus C is equals to A plus of B plus C. So this is about the associative property. Okay. I hope so you have understood this concept very well. Now we shall go with the one more property of a integer under addition. So what is that we shall say? Next one, additive identity, additive identity. So what is additive identity? So before going to the property, we shall see about what is the meaning of additive. Additive means, so whenever you are adding any integer, any two integers, the result also should come the same integer. Okay. Suppose you are adding one integer to this 3. Suppose you are adding one integer to this 3. So the result also should come 3 only. Okay. That is called additive identity. Additive identity. Identity means, so same identity. So in the addition, whatever the identity is there for any number, so the same identity should be there in the result also. So that type of a property is called additive identity. So listen once again, children. Suppose if you are taking any identity of integer in the product, so in this LHS part, so this is LHS part, you people might be knowing very easily, and this is RHS part. So listen carefully. If you are taking any identity of an integer in the LHS part, and for this integer part, if you are adding anything to this, so the result also should be the same identity, okay. Suppose that means here if you are taking 3 means and the result also should come 3. So whatever you are adding anything, something to this 3, so the result also should come 3 only in the RHS part only, okay. So that means x plus dash is equals to x, that means a plus dash is equals to a only. So the same result should come whatever we are taking this identity, this main identity. So that type of property is called additive identity, okay. I hope so you are understanding this very easily, okay. So if you are having any doubts, please recall to my class so you can understand, okay. So here now we shall see. So 3 plus dash is equals to 3, okay. Suppose instead of 3, as you are grown up children, we shall take some big number like 67 we shall take, okay. Suppose if we are taking any integer, so this is one of the positive integer, one of the whole number, okay. This is a whole number and positive integer. So here for this number, if we are adding anything to this, so the result also should come the same number, 67 only, okay. So like this when will be happening. So now what we have to add for this to get the same result, okay. So this one you can use by the solving method, like simple equations. So like see, x is there, okay. 67 plus x is equals to 67. So find the x you will be asking. So at that time what you will do? So x is equals to you will be taking this 67 to that side, taking 67 to the RHS part. So 67, this is plus 67, this is plus 67. If it goes to RHS part means it will have the negative symbol, so minus 67. This plus 67 after going to that side became minus 67. So x is equals to 67 minus 67, the both will get cancelled. Plus number and minus number, if there are means if there are two same numbers with the plus and opposite signs, means they both should be cancelled as 0. Now here there are no numbers, so x is 0. So here what you have to add? 67 plus 0 is equals to 67. So whatever the integer you are taking, and if you are adding any integer, so that result will be the same integer what you have taken at first step, okay. For when it will be possible, because here when means at the time of taking 0, okay. Suppose if you are adding 0 to any number, not only 67, you can take any number. So if you are adding 0 to any number, so here 67 I have taken. So at that time what is the result? The same number has came. So here we have cross checked also. We have seen very practically also. The x became 0 only. So whatever the number you are adding to any number, so if you are adding 0 to any number, the result will be the same number, okay. So like this is about the additive identity. So finally what we can say, suppose if a is an integer, if a is an, suppose instead of this one, suppose if we take a negative integer, so negative means minus 67 I will be taking, minus 67. Minus 67 plus 0. What is minus 67 plus 0? Minus 67 only. So that means here what we can conclude by this. So if we are taking negative integer or positive integer or 0, 0 means 0 I am taking. 0 plus 0 is 0 only. So if we are taking positive integer or negative integer or 0, that means whole number we have taken, negative number and natural number. In these three cases the result is same number. So here 67, 67, minus 67, minus 67. 0, 0. That means in these three cases the answer is same to the appropriate statement. Okay. So with this what we can say in generally. So if there is any integer a, if a is any integer, then a plus 0 is equals to 0 plus a is equals to a only. Okay. In these two cases the result will be a only. So this is a if this statement satisfies, then additive identity property of integers is also satisfied under addition. So this is the statement of additive identity. I hope so you are understanding very easily. Okay. So this is about additive identity. Now we shall go with one more property, the last property in this addition cases. Okay. Next one is additive inverse. Additive inverse. So here by seeing the this property name only you can say. So what is inverse? Inverse means reverse. Inverse means reverse. So here you have to take one. Suppose if you are taking any number, any integer. So for that integer you have to take the negative integer also. Here I have taken a. So you should take the negative integer also. So additive means adding. So that means if you are adding these two integers, then the result should be 0. The result should be 0. Okay. So additive identity and additive inverse both are quite equal and quite simultaneous only. But there is a different form of writing, different forms in the writing of statements. Okay. So here in this additive inverse, so if we are taking any one integer, and for that integer we have to take the inverse. We have to take the inverse integer, reverse integer. Okay. If you are taking any positive number, for that positive number you have to take the negative number also, negative integer. Okay. For 3 minus 3, for 4 minus 4, for 50 minus 50, for 1 lakh minus 1 lakh. You have to take like that. So at that time, so whatever the if you are doing addition, the result should be 0. Then the additive inverse will be satisfied for that whatever we are taking, either integers or whole numbers. So we shall see this property. Okay. So here now I am taking one example that next some different number I will be taking. So 256 I am taking. So 256. This is a positive number. So for the positive number we have to take the negative number. So plus dash is equals to 0. Answer should be 0. So when the 0 will come? Whenever we are taking the negative integer. So positive and negative. Already in the previous in the additive identity I have said. So plus number and minus number. If any same number is there with two different symbols, so then what you have to take? You should cancel those two numbers to become 0. So here plus 256 plus of minus 256. So which number we have to take here to become the result as 0? So we have to take the negative identity. So for the positive identity we have taken negative identity, so that the result will become plus into minus 256 is equals to 0. So my plus 256 minus 256 will become 0, because 256 minus 256, 5 minus 5. Okay, like that 0 will be coming. So like this is about the additive inverse. So finally as a statement what we can say, so here plus number is a negative integer also is there. So here with this what we can say as a statement, so if there is any integer a, if there is any integer a, so it for that integer there should be a negative integer. There should be a negative integer, so that the result will be becoming 0. Okay, so that is a statement of additive inverse. Okay, so every time there exists one of the negative integer only for the whatever the integer you have taken. Suppose you taken any negative integer, so for that there will be existing one of the inverse integer. So that means if you are taking minus number means there will be positive number. If you are taking negative number means there will be positive number. If you are taking positive integer means there exists one of the negative integer with the same number. Okay, so at that time the result will becoming 0. Okay, that is about the property of additive inverse. I hope so you have understood this concept very well. So here one sentence he was given. So in each pair given above one integer is called the additive inverse of other integer. Okay, so for you in the exam point of view they might be asking. So what is the additive inverse for 256? He will be asking. So what is the additive inverse for 256? So at that time what you should write? Minus 256 is the additive inverse for 256. So like that you have to write down. So see children. So the additive inverse of 256 is minus 256. Like that he will be asking. So what is the additive inverse of 256? So maybe he might be asking in the very short answer questions. So this is one of the statement for this additive inverse. So for every integer there exists one of the inverse integer. So that is called additive inverse. Okay, this is so here this property is satisfied because 256 minus 256. So this became 0. So if the result is becoming 0, then the additive inverse property is satisfying for the integers under addition only. Okay, that means see place of minus 26. So place into minus is minus. So here 256 minus 256 is equals to 0. Okay, like this it is coming. So like this you have to do this additive inverse. I think so you have understood this concept very well. Okay, so now I will so in the next class we shall see one more topic. Now I will be giving some homework problems to you. So you try to do those problems. Okay, regarding these properties only. Okay. First associative property. Okay, first one. Minus 45 plus 26 plus 37 is equal to minus 45 plus of 26 plus 37. Next, second one. Here I will in this one see I am giving 0. Okay, 37 plus 0 plus of minus 96 is equal to minus 37 plus of 0 plus of minus 96. Okay, these are the two associative property conditions. Okay, next additive identity. First one, additive identity, first one. Minus 10 plus dash is equals to minus 10. Second one, one five nine two six three plus 0 is equals to dash. Okay, this one you do. Next, third bit, additive inverse of 5000 comma 200 comma 193. So write down this property, associative property. You solve these two conditions, LHS part and RHS part, and if they both are equal, associative property is satisfies. So same here, 0 is there. 37 plus 0 plus of 96 minus 96. 37 plus 0 plus of minus 96. Here also same, solve these two parts. Okay, LHS part and RHS part. If the both are equal, then associative property satisfies. Next, additive identity. Minus 10 plus dash is equals to minus 10. So find out this blank. So which number should come here blank? You try. Okay, next 159263 plus 0 is equals to dash. Okay, like this type of questions they might be asking in your exam point of view. So this bits I have given like that only. Next, third one, additive inverse of 5200 193. So for these three numbers you write down additive inverse. Okay, here minus 193. Okay, 5200 minus 193. For these three numbers write down what are the additive inverse. So first one, the additive inverse of 5000 is dash. The additive inverse of 200 is dash. The additive inverse of minus 193 is dash. So like that you try to do these problems. I hope so you have understood this concept very well. So in the next class we shall go on with the properties of integers under multiplication. So try to do this as a homework, children, and if you are not getting, once again you recall the class so that you will be understanding very well. If you do very so well and good. Okay, so thank you for attending my class, children. Have a good day, children. Thank you.